Welcome back to the channel. I am Lazy Nova, and if this is your first time here, I don't know what godforsaken mistakes you've made to end up here, but sit down and listen to me yap about some things I like. Alright, so currently I'm obsessed with Persona. I've replayed Persona 3 Reload about 3 times, Persona 5 Royal a decent 5 times, and all this made me go back to see the other Persona games, which brought a question to mind. What do I want for a Persona 6 if that game ever comes out? That Persona 6 is like the GTA 6 of like RPG games. It's been 10 years, by the way, since Persona 5 Royal came out. Not Royal. I think it was just the original Persona 5. Sheesh. So yeah, I'm just desperately waiting for any news on Persona 6. And before I continue this video, I want to apologize because I know people are waiting for a part 2 to What If Hunk Turned Good. And look, listen, I am writing the script for it, but I am very unhappy with it, so I'm just not posting it. And 2, I am very busy with college. My God, thank God college is near ending, but I am like fumbling so bad right now. And it's mostly with one class that has me fucked up, and that's biology. Fuck that class entirely. Anyway, sorry, I had to get that out of my mind. But that's why, the Hunk Part 2 hasn't released, and why I've kind of been offline for like, I don't know, a month now, has it been? It's been a minute, so I just wanted to apologize for everyone who wanted a Part 2. Part 2 will come, it will come, but I just need you to bear with me for like 3 more weeks, please, or something. Anyway, I apologize for that short rant. You guys deserve to know why that hasn't come out, and the person behind the moniker Lazy Nova, my struggles. So let's get back to the video. For Persona 6, I have 2 story ones for Persona. One that focuses on a plot point introduced in past game, and another that focuses on a new story entirely. No mentions of the old Persona games. So, I'll go over my 2 story ideas and some of my gameplay ones for Persona 6. Before I start, I have this YouTube thing I have to do, so bear with me. Like, comment, and sub to this channel for more bullshit yap videos. Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to yap about Persona. I don't care about that. Story 1, Elizabeth. To the portable... Oh, shit, my bad. To the probable shock of no one, I don't know why I said portable, Persona is still in my mind, I want Persona 6 to focus on Elizabeth's story. I want to see what she's been up to. For those who don't know, here's like a 10 to 30 second summary. In P3, the MC seals away Nyx, who is humanity's subconscious want for death, using his very soul in a fighting game, Persona 4 Arena, or Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, we're told and shown Elizabeth desired to deny this fate and save the MC from this fate worse than death. Done. That is the Persona 3 plotline I really want to see more expansion on, especially since the Arcana Elizabeth got in the fighting game was the Fool, which from what we've seen is only given to main characters, and people with the Fool Arcana always achieve their goal. So this pretty much indicates that Elizabeth will save Makoto, unless it gets retconned, of course. But, as of right now, that hasn't gotten retconned from my knowledge. So Makoto's going to get freed, but, we haven't gotten any lore bits from it, and that's pissing me off. I want to see Elizabeth throughout this game build bonds with other people to apply what she learned in her hangouts with Makoto. He'll maybe even insisting the help of you and Joker. Maybe the only way to save a wild card is from the help of other wild cards. But that's kind of like the small point. I want to go to the second story, which is a new concept entirely without any acknowledging the past games. For my second idea, I'd like to see this one tackle adulthood. Now, I know that's a very heated topic among the Persona fandom. I know a lot of them kind of want the Persona games to focus on teenagers, but I really feel like Persona 6 needs to tackle adulthood, because with Persona 5 being their biggest game, it kind of put a little, I guess, stained adulthood, like when you turn 21, you want to kill yourself. You'll be a depressed asshole when you grow up. It's no. I'd I'd like this one to like just sort of clear that up and focus on the struggles of an adult. Why adults are just kind of boring. Why they're sort of dull in a way. So I'd like this one to focus on three things: envy, jealousy, and rage. Something that consumes adults pretty much every day. However, let the main character be an 18 to 20-year-old who's in college and they're still full of passion, full of that childhood whim, if you will. But slowly they feel pressure beginning to build up and envy crawling into their skin. The story should explore why adults feel like this, why life sucks, and how envy can change even the purest of people to, well, the most devious of people. Let the main character be a bridge to the mundane and pressure-fueled life of adulthood and childhood, passions, and dreams. The antagonist can be, this is just an idea, the main character's best friend, someone who had a troubled upbringing and awakened his persona early, but did it through hate, similar to Akechi. Hate/envy. This best friend simply can't find it in his heart to cure away his envy, jealousy, or rage. He hates the adults that are successful, and his missions with the MC and the group only fuels his delusions. He will grow up to be like them, because that's life. MC will do the same. Why fight the inevitable? Envy turns into a raging jealousy. He takes it out on everyone. The kids who are trying to achieve their dreams, the adults for being so weak and feeble, himself for being so pathetic enough to fall into the same trap of which he is helping to destroy. It's just an idea for now, but I think y'all get the message of what I want. And show the players that adults don't suck, but the way society is structured is why adults suck when you grow up. Also, there's going to have to be a contractually obligated god boss fight. So I guess the god in this game should be the god of envy. Sure, the god of envy. But what about the gameplay? I want to split this into three parts: daily life, social links, and the fighting. For daily life, this section can stay relatively the same, but I want more quality of life content. Let me dress up my character any way I want. Appropriately, of course. Or, maybe not. Let me invite friends to hang out and actually hang out. In Persona 3, the male MC is really good at rapping. However, we only know this because of the manga. Let me hear that motherfucker drop some bars. Stuff like that to pass the day. Other than that, daily life can stay normal. No, I forgot one more thing. There's also a section in Persona 5 Royal where if you invite someone to like a bar, you can increase their health, like your teammates' health. And have that included to daily life where, just hanging out with your friends maybe increases their damage output, their speed, their dodging, their invasion. Of course, make these like small buffs like... Shit, sorry, I nearly like burped and vomited at the same time there. I apologize for that one. But, where was I? Oh, yeah. Keep the gear still, like, the main focal point on how you get, like, damage, defense, and all that. But make, like, hangouts, like, rapping, increase your stamina by, like, 5 to 6 points. Stuff like that would be really nice. But, yeah, that's about it for daily life. Let's go on to social links. This one is also just straightforward. Copy and paste Persona 5 Royal, where I get special perks by interacting with social links. Of course, also increasing the XP of Personas via their Arcana social link. I'll also add Igor and the Velvet Room here, because they're also considered like social links in Persona 5, with Margaret, Lavenza, the fucking lollies, Igor. You get what I mean, okay? Where am I? Oh, yeah. I want the execution of Persona 5 and Persona 3's unique summoning. That's what I want. But if I can't have that, let me have this. Don't, and I mean don't, make the fucking attendant a lolly. Or a fucking super lolly. I fucking hated that, okay? I know the culture in Japan is different from in America, but it was just weird, okay? I don't want that again, please. Please, I don't want that. I don't know if it's like a cultural thing or I don't know why they made that decision. I don't think anyone likes lollies except for, those kinds of people. But, we're not those kinds of people, all right? We just wanted to fight some shit and romance every woman we see that is of age and looks of age. Please and thank you. Also, I lied. I think there should be a twist with social links, and that focuses on the main cast of your Persona allies. If you don't max out your comrades' confidants before the end of the game, their problems will be left unresolved and you won't get the true ending. You'll get a half-baked ending that checks all the boxes, but just does not feel right. That's it. For now, let's go to the fun section. The fighting. For fighting, I want to add one more thing. Bring back the physical attacks from Persona 3. In Persona 3, for those who don't know, there's 3 variants of physical attacks: slash, pierce, and strike. It gives physical attacks more depth and personality. For magic attacks, I want the basics: fire, electricity, ice, wind, with new elements, earth and water, to replace light and dark slash curse. We can also add like solar and void to like kind of spice it up a little for like, the basic light and dark slash curse thing. We could just make the new light and dark solar and void. Now for the actual fighting, keep the turn pace. That is Persona's fighting game. Or, the Persona fighting. It's a JRPG. Just keep that. But I want Persona 5 Strikers fighting style in the game. But how would I add this? Simple. Bring back the special fighting challenges from Persona 5 Royal. But instead of it being turn-based, make it an open world fighting combat. And if you want to add it to the main story, if you're spotted by more than 2 shadows, you will be thrown into an open field arena to fight. The same way in Persona 5 Strikers. Of course, just make it better a little. And I don't know how you make it better, I'll be honest. I feel like Persona 5 Strikers is like the best open world Persona fighting style we'll ever get. Honestly, that's all I have. It's nothing specific, but it's broad enough for you guys to fill in the blanks. But, that's my wants for Persona 6. What do y'all want? What do you think of this? And most importantly, what weapon do you want the MC to use? Me personally, I'm choosing a scythe. I feel like scythes are very, very underutilized weapons in fiction. Anyway, with nothing else to really drag this video out, I want to say thank you. Thank you to my 17 subscribers for taking a chance with me. Thank you to the viewers for taking the time out of your day to listen to me yap about some dumbass topic that I like. Thank you for giving me a chance. With that out of the way, I've been Lazy Nova. My yap battery has depleted, and until it recharges, leave me alone.